Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alpha Pi Omega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So the year is 1747 and Lithuania still hasn't declared war, which might mean that they are afraid to now. Interesting. The reason why I started recording though is that we got Novgorod fortified. That's one thing that we wanted for a long time, and with that garrison we have there, the fort here is now of level 4, which is actually quite a lot. And I have to say I'm happy that we have this, because if they attack this province and try to take it, it's gonna bleed them for quite some time and it will give us time to deal with them. I would probably like to invest into improving the fort in Borovsk as well, but instead I'm gonna go ahead with the plan that I had, and that is improving our situation. So let's start by improving the hard bridge in Belozero. That's gonna make this entire chunk of land much less autonomous, so I'm gonna invest in that. But first I need to select the province, don't forget. So select the province. The reason why I'm starting with Belozero is that all of these provinces are actually quite much more, actually even these I guess, are way more than just improving Torzok and Tver roads that would give me just, you know, much less of an income, or much less of an impact is the right word that I'm looking for. So did I select Belozero or not? Yes, I did. Okay, so let's construct the building there. We are going to design the project. We want to improve the hard bridge by level 1. 285 gold. Okay, I guess we can do that. We should be fine. So that's gonna upgrade it to level 2, which is good. And we can also take the next exploration idea, overseas communications. Overseas communications. Governing lands as far away as the New World requires many regular long-distance overseas voyages. Our navy stands to benefit from the requisite preparation. What I want to mention now is that we have both of our colonies ready to be promoted to the full-blown land. So that's gonna happen very soon. Once Udmurtia is done, we are... Well, are we going to take Silva? Or are we going to take... I guess there's logic in going with Yugra first. That's a massive piece of land. Do we want to take Silva? Where's more people? Where is more people? It's definitely gonna be in Silva, right? Yeah, there's 47,000. There's only... how many? Only 10,000 in Yugra. But... Usoka has been our province for quite some time now. Let's score you. Why don't I just go ahead and... Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and get these two. We're gonna get Osterbolten and Davisami. That's actually a much better choice here. So I'm gonna pull the other colonists from Tersami, and we are going to put him in here. Now it's gonna give us a huge chunk of land, and it has been a land that we are eyeing for quite some time. And you know, honestly, Sweden has been just bad-mouthing us for so long that they deserve this. Yeah, but down to 39 administrative power again. It goes down to 39, 48, then it jumps back to 42 next year again. So you can see that the overall autonomy is really dropping. We're getting more and more land that we can govern like this. And let's look at our... Oh, nice! Our stability is back to 0. Good. Where's this rebel uprising? Pretender rebels. They want to install... Oh, okay. They want to change us to monarchy. Well, they can try, but the republic will prevail. I improved the burghers opinion over me is significant, then I could provide tax rate, which would bump them up to 91. How about nobles? Could we... Yeah, we could yield concessions and hold the grand celebration, which we will very soon. But right now I'd like it to have a bit more centralization going. Plus, we can't really afford it right now. The war with Lithuania is coming. But that tells us that their influence has dropped to 64. It's not gonna drop deeper. So we need to be wary of that. The courage is at 82. Wow, we're getting a lot of stability points every month. That's good. I might want to... expand the bureaucracy. It would kill our stability though. Instead, well, let's just wait. Let's just wait. So I guess Lithuania is not gonna come. Oh, by the way, funny thing, the expedition to the Iberian Islands were lost again. So third time in a row, maybe 4 times a charm. I don't know, do you? Oh, that's looking beautiful. Look at that green. That is nice. That is nice. We should now pay 4 gold just for these. No, actually 2. Okay, Davisam is at a double. Okay, so the next one would be 2 gold if we want 1 more. But we won't, you know. We're not a major colonial nation. This is just the private merchants that are spreading the good name of Novgorod to our neighbors. And I'm really thinking that we might want to attack you guys. Just for the hell of it. Yeah. I don't want to play like that. I don't want to play like that. Especially when our ruler... He might be an inspiring leader. Wow, he's 70. But he's also calm and a martial educator. So... he's just a dude, you know, doing his best. Also, whoever told me that there is a hidden modifier that's being pushed up was true. Our army professionalism, or he was correct, and what he said was true. Our army professionalism now at 23.25, and I could get another unit. Jesus, another. Well, I guess let's get it. It will provide us with security. So these provinces are just dead baggage, I'm pretty sure. Udmurtia's probably going down like crazy right now. Yeah. So that one's gonna stop somewhere at 160%. And you... wait, what? Oh, okay, that's much better. Oh wow, we're actually gonna be somewhere around 70%. How does that work? Where is the connection coming from? Guess that might be recalculated more later on because I don't see it. We're improving the harborage here, but that really can't help. There's no way to get... yeah, because Vienna is way more autonomous. I don't know how that's gonna work. Honestly, I don't. Well, whatever. I'm doing fine. At the blessed age of 71, Knyaz Rurik III Zhytomyrsky died and left behind a power vacuum. So we can take a bureaucrat candidate, diplomat candidate, or a military candidate. I think we're gonna do an exception, and we're gonna take Alexander II Polan, because we are going to attack Lithuania. And for that, we need a military candidate. Lithuania has been reluctant to fight us, while we have been increasing steadily our army. I'm recruiting yet another unit this year. That will be the 8th infantry unit. And our military candidate will allow us to deal with that. Let's continue with the current leadership. So, what is our rural like? Oh wow, he's actually much better than... Wow, did the game lie? And he's also much younger. Okay, let's see what kind of a leader you are. Please be good. No. Okay, well, you suck. But you're gonna reform our military, and once we get the next level of infantry and cavalry, we are going to attack Lithuania. That's the plan. That's why the burghers and the aristocrats got you into power. Because you will lead Lithuania. Oh, and he's a sinner. Great. Well, the positive news is that our stability is just jumping up like crazy, which is good. I'm gonna soon pay for the nobles' grand celebration, and we are then going to attack Lithuania. I think I am going to have to lay a claim though, so that we could do it. So let's start building a spy network. And unless they attack us, we are going to attack them after we get the new military units. I'll probably claim Shebat and Smolensk, as they will be a border province with Nevel. And we'll see if we'll be able to get Ryazan as well. How's you, Belozera? Have you finished the Harbridge? No, you haven't. Okay, I don't have any money to invest in you, more, because we're saving money, and we're actually not doing that great as far as the money goes. Yeah, it's because our army has grown gargantuous. It's eating up most of our income, and we're only going to feed it more, but it has to be done. Let's drop the fort in Veliki Novgorod and in Nizhny Novgorod to save a bit of money. And we'll just keep drilling. Our army proficiency is 22.65, which is not bad. Yep, you continue drilling. And yeah, it just keeps getting bumped up. Now we can get to 24 based on this. So yeah, it's pretty good. It will be better than Lithuania. I'd like to attack them also at the moment when they are distracted, so that we could plunder. Though I don't really know if it's a good idea to plunder Smolensk when we want it. Decisions. Well, plundering your provinces, or plundering any provinces, will give your provinces gold, so it's not a complete waste. It is a waste though, but it's not a complete waste. So have you... Yeah, okay, so now it is recalculated. It's gonna jump to 170%. So Terasami is definitely going to be completely autonomous. If we could get Zavolossia though to a better than 100% autonomy, we could start building harborages in these provinces and just, getting them. But that's probably not going to happen. Or just downright build roads, just Aulus, Vienna, and Davisami, and be done with it. That could also work. We now have enough to fabricate a claim in Lithuania, and I'm gonna go ahead with Smolensk. That was our goal for quite some time, and yeah, I think it might be worthwhile to push for this. But I'd also like to claim Shebat, just, so that we have at least 2 provinces that we can go for into the war. We can now take the exploration idea level, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is civilizing mission. By hook or by crook, it is the duty of great cultures such as ours to bring the benefits of civilization and propriety to the naive natives of our colonies. We know what is best for them, even if they don't. So we can claim overseas in colonial regions, we can fabricate claims overseas in trade company regions, and blah blah blah. So basically stuff that we're not going to use. Our colonies are growing nicely, that's good. And I also wanted to mention that Norway has lost another war against England, so quite a lot of its territory is now English. Denmark, though, has been completely swallowed by Volgast, which I have no idea how that could happen, but it did, so yeah, that's something. And as far as we go, I have noticed a couple of things. Zaujeri is not the one. Where is it? Galage. Galage has actually started growing quite recently. We have a lot of infrastructure, garrison, and irrigation there, and the population in this province is growing nicely. I noticed it because they started building pathing on their own, which is always good. We have a garrison being constructed in Zaujeri. Zavoloshe is building an irrigation. Oh, and we finished the path, the harbridge in Belozero, so we should see some of that autonomy just, drop dead. Zavoloshe itself is our next goal, but before we go with that, I'm gonna support the nobility by holding a grand celebration. We have enough money? We do. That's gonna make them happier. Our autonomy is now at 56. I think we might actually go ahead and leverage the nobles by demoting them. Yeah, let's do that. That will make them a bit angry, but we get them to 65. It's only fair to drop them deeper, as the war with Lithuania will not come for a couple more years at least. Well, actually a year at least, but we can handle that. Because we're not gonna kill the clergy as well, I think we have a chance here to stay at 0 stability, which should be fine, So what we need to do now is claim Shabbat and get the better military technology, and then we can just go. They got level 16, and we're gonna have level 18, which is a decent overpowering of their armies. Before I do another skip ahead, I just wanted to mention that for quite some time Sweden was willing to accept they would accept being our tributary. So I did not want to do that because it seemed ridiculous, but it's interesting to mention it. Claiming the rest of Finland is also going to happen, I think, after we fight with Lithuania and get these 2 provinces. There might be another war for the rest of the territory, and then we might turn our eyes to Finland. Because, this Ishora, for example, has a pretty decent autonomy, and if we improve the pathing, we might connect Viipuri and Savo easily. There's no real population to speak of, but it's just, a political thing. We need to be safe. The Republic will prevail, and for that, we are going to claim Shabbat. Is it Shabash? Well, Shabash, more like Shabbat. I think Shabbat is in Hungary, a province there. That's why I'm misreading that. No, that's Shapas. Okay, never mind. Shabash will be taken by our armies, and to ensure that, I have raised even more units. We are now making 1.38 gold per month. Oh, okay, so this one actually dropped us over the limit. Before we could have that, now we can't. What I think I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna raise 3 more infantry units. So let's get 1 handgunner here, 1 handgunner here. Oh, actually, let's go with 4. These units will join our main army in Jaželbici, and from there we are going to march to Nevel and declare war on Lithuania. We still need to get that pike squares, but that should not be a problem. How are you guys doing? Yes, I could ask you Okay, let's increase your trust and let's ask you to prepare for war. Okay, we can't do that with you, but I think I can do that with you, yes. So now that I know we are preparing for war, and in a couple of months we are going to attack Lithuania. This is going to be super tricky, and I'm going to tell you why. They are allied... Oh, they're allied with Twer. I forgot about that. Okay, I think we're gonna march to Twer and annex that one first. Not that I would like to do that, but honestly we have to. We have to, because otherwise they're just gonna cause havoc. And even though they have almost no army, it is in our best interest to annex them. Yeah, so we're gonna march to Twer, siege them and annex them. Then we're gonna march to Nevel. Or actually no, we can just march to Smolensk, then Shabat, and then start plundering. We are going to go with heavy plundering. Damn, Ryazan would be good. So we might just go Shabat, Smolensk. I wish I could choose that for each of the provinces, but I can't, unfortunately. So it would be Smolensk, Shabat, Polotsk. Then we can just go siege these provinces and Ryazan. I will want to defeat their armies once and for all, and I might actually want them to release some nations, because we're gonna go for a very large fight here. Oh shit, we're losing money left and right. But hey, we can take the pike squares now. Good. So pike squares. Oh, let's leave them marching. Pike squares were a reaction against cavalry charges, allowing infantry to protect themselves against them. The long pikes allowed 3 or more ranks of men to attack an enemy horseman before he reached their lines. Faced with a wall of spears, only a foolhardy horseman would willingly charge into their ranks. Land morale increased by 0.1, combat wolf increased by 2, infantry shock increased by 0.25, artillery shock increased by 0.03, and we get new units. And those new units are... So we had the handgunners, and now we can get... Oh, the Rabi Infantry or Archibus Militia. Actually, I think we're going to go with the Archibus Militia. Many Eastern European states were slow to adopt firearms, but others made good use of them. The Russian Pishalsniki Militia carried the heavy harquebus handguns into battle. However, they were poorly trained and lightly armored, and the harquebuses they used required them to be placed on firing stands, then removed in order to reload them. They made use of the Wagenberg mobile obstacles to protect them from enemy fire and relied on the cavalry to keep enemy forces at range. Okay, notice the poor morale. And Stratiotai... Holy hell, we get 3 choices, all of them the same. I think we're gonna go with the Kazakh Raiders. The Russians, Poles and Hungarians found themselves at disadvantage against Mongol cavalry along the steppe. They were fast and maneuverable enough to avoid Russian counterattacks. Often, the best defense against them was to bribe or coerce Cossack nomads into fighting against their own kin. Soon, Cossack Raiders became in demand as hardy, if undisciplined, horsemen. These light cavalry carried lances and bows and lived off the land. Okay, so that gives us new units, and we are going to go and siege Tver and Smolensk and fight. Interesting that they are no longer... they are allied with the Turkish Empire, damn. Okay, well, but I don't think they're going to send reinforcements, quite honestly. If they do, and if we are still at war with them, we have done something really wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and declare the war. The goal will be Smolensk. Oh, why wouldn't you... So only Nizhny Novgorod will join. Does Tver have any allies? Lithuania and Nizhny Novgorod. Okay, no. We're just gonna declare war and they will be a regular target. We're gonna go take Smolensk. Okay. And that is all for today's episode. In the next one, we are going to fight Tver and Lithuania, cause havoc, and hopefully enjoy ourselves. They got way more units than I would like them to, but I'm hoping that they are not. Well, they have much less cavalry, so that really speaks volumes for us. And for fast, we're gonna knock out Tver immediately. Wait, let's... Chandar joined Turkish Empire. Yeah, Tver. We got you. Oh, shit. Okay, this war needs to be fast before the Turks can really send reinforcements, otherwise we're toast. So let's go! Okay, see you in the next episode.